600cc James Bond edition. So I got the fitted cover for it. Just showing you with the cover on. Right from Bombardier. So this cover you can actually tow it with this cover on, and the cover won't rip off or anything. So when you put it on the trailer, it keeps the salt and snow off your Ski-Doo. Up here in the front, you got a little hatch there you can open when you're fueling it. When you're towing it, you can zip up that and access to your gas tank. On the corners here, this has the mirrors on it, so if you didn't have the mirrors, it's got this Velcro thing that you could flap over if you didn't have the mirrors, but this sled has the mirrors. So I just took the cover off. It's the MX Z James Bond edition. It's a 2003 600cc. Show you some of the things this thing has. I'll open up the sides, show the crankcase, this belt, spare belt I have underneath, the clutches, everything. Let's do one walk around here. So this sled, you have here's your brakes, the emergency brake back here. You could put it in park. These are your brights, heated hand grips, heated thumb. Start your engine, and when it's running, you could click it into reverse, which I'll show you in a little bit. This is your fob, which I have here. You put that on. It's basically your key. Choke. It's carbureted, 600cc, so you choke it when it's cold. This is for you plug in for your heated visor. You got the fuel gauge up here, the RPM, or sorry, speedometer and RPM. Kill switch, your throttle. This one actually, if you look back, you got your mirrors up here, which is you can adjust like that. Yeah, that's basically it. This is a little extra thing that they add on to, this is actually, it doesn't come on all of them. It actually keeps the wind off your legs, so the wind comes up over your legs. This keeps your wind off your hands, so your hands are warm. With the heated hand grips, you can almost drive with just little mechanics gloves on. This is your brake reservoir. Your brake fluid goes in there. You can see, pretty clean. Kept with the cover on all the time in the garage. These skis, which you see a double carbide on each side, which actually makes for handling really, really nice. I've enjoyed them. You see underneath the underbody, it's all really clean. Show you this side. Just some under these skis. Double carbides each side. Makes for, you don't dart all over the trail, you actually stay pretty straight. You don't fall into other people's ruts. The underside, track is in decent shape. I'll show you from the back end. View. You have a pull start as well as electric start. '07 Special Edition. 600 MX Z James Bond Edition 2003. Back here, a little storage compartment. Put your tools or whatever you want in there. I'll show you, there's a 2-up seat for it as well, which I have right there. I'll show you how to put it on. That's the James Bond 2-up seat as well, so it matches the sled. Again, mud guards get usually ripped up. You can see this one never drove over the back of it, and always took care when I reversed. So it's got the little chrome hub caps on the bogies, which looks kind of cool for the James Bond edition. You see the track, really good condition. It's not the original track, it was a new track put on a few years ago. Slides. Show you the other side. Chrome dollies, they're bogies. A little bit of surface rust in them. Here again, track at a different angle here. You can see there's no lugs missing, no anything. It's track's in really good shape, unstudded. Sometimes the studs, they'll rip out on you and wreck your track. And show you a little bit how this back suspension works. It's kind of different. It doesn't shoot up inside. It actually you can see that. Open up the side here. This is your clutch side. So you see it's all pretty clean. This sled actually did have a new top end put on it. So there's new pistons and new top end. You can see the new gaskets against the rave valves here. It's all new, about less than 1,000 kilometers ago. It also has new reeves. So your reeves, your air intake here, those are both brand new reeves in there. They're fairly expensive, so something you don't have to worry about. They do wear out, so they do have to be changed. So these are brand new. This right here is on a cold day, you can turn that and you can let the hot water flow into your carburetors. So it warms up the carburetor, the air coming sucking into your engine when it's really cold outside. I'll show you inside here. It's your clutch. Opens pretty quick if you had to change it on the trail or belt blew or something like that. So you open the front here. You got little rubber knobs. Pop the hood up. So you can see everything's very clean. It's a special edition, so I'm obviously not the original owner from 2003, but everybody owns it. They keep them very clean. It's something, it's kind of a novelty. So there's a spare belt in here in case you blow a belt on the trail or something. You see into the engine. Engine compartment's all very clean. The little tabs off here. These are rubber little grommets there to open the sides. So on this side you got your exhaust. Your oil is where you add your oil for your engine. I usually keep that pretty full. Yeah. So it's about 3/4 full there now. Engine coolant. Got a little angle on the engine there. You can see down below the red cable is that's where it goes to your starter. I'll show you that on the other back on the other side. So this is your exhaust. The exhaust is under to the ground here. Battery, oil, transmission oil I changed last winter. And I didn't do any driving this winter, so see it's not black. Your brakes, pull start. Show you a little angle so the panel's all open there. Close the panels up. Before I close the panels up, I'll show you, I'll start it up here for you. So choke, you get your kill switch off. Oops. So it's a little cold. Sometimes if this key's not in right. So this is, obviously you pull this out, it's an electronic thing, so the engine dies right away. So you tie that to you when you're driving. So if the key's not fully in, the starter won't fully turn over. So there's 14,492 kilometers, just under 15. The fuel will rise up there as it warms up. It always starts at empty and then it'll come up. I think there's about a quarter tank in it. Come back. Headlights work. After it, shut the choke down, and once it's a little warmed up, you'll see the RPM drops a little bit. Exhaust. I'll show you how the reverse works. So usually you just touch this button, the engine actually stops and turns back on in reverse. And the beeper tells you it's going into reverse. So this is your heated pan. So this is your heated thumb, high and low, or off. High, low for your hands, or off. They work very well, burn your... They actually warm really up. I don't ever often put them on really high unless it's like minus 30 out, 20, 30. That's it. Oh, we'll show you the switches back over to forward. And then kill switch. And now I'll show you how you put this seat on. So you take off this back part. This comes right off. It'd be hard for me to do with one hand. So you just push this in here. Pushes the grommet out. I'm going to have to put this down here for a second. So you see the grommet, you pull the outside plastic, you pull this out, and this thing just pops right off. I'll try to do it now that this one's off. So this takes off your back cover, like that. And then your seat. So those bars right there hook onto your seat. So there's these hooks on your seat. Those hook in, and then the little baton goes in here that locks your seat in, that you can pop it out after. So I'll try to do this with one hand. So you kind of have to put some weight on it. There. So it's with the two up seats, so two people can ride. And it's actually very comfortable, the two up seat. I think this was a really good idea by Ski-Doo. Turn a single seat into a double seat, and the Ski-Doo actually looks pretty cool still. Like a lot of the aftermarket stuff, you look kind of funny. And then you see Bombardier. Then when you want to take it off, I got this little thing that says push here. So you just push this button. It's all very... I won't be able to do it with one hand. Put the phone down. There, you could hear the clip come off. So you just pull it up, and that's the bar it clips onto. So that's it. It's 2003 600cc carbureted, James Bond edition, 14,000 kilometers. Very good condition. You'll enjoy the trails with this. The raves are new. You got the spare belt. The top end was done, and track is fairly new. Nothing to do on it. You can get on it and enjoy the winter. And towable cover comes with it, and the 2-up seat.